Scorpio, if life feels like it's slowing down or asking you to look at things differently, this message is for you. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your August monthly tarot reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you for being part of this incredible community. If you haven't already, take a quick second to click that subscribe button. It's free, and it's a great way to support the channel. This month is about gaining a new perspective, trusting your intuition, and realizing that what feels delayed may actually be perfectly aligned. Stick around. Let's see what the cards reveal. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for August. And just please bear in mind that this is a general intuitive reading. It is not a personal one-to-one reading. So please only take the messages that resonate for you and with you, all right? Now, I've already asked for blessings, so let's just pull the cards out and let's dive in. Scorpio, let's see what you have on the table here. You have in your main messages the Hermit, the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles. There's two major arcana there. Your theme of the month is the Hermit, the Hanged Man. The Hermit here is the Hanged Man. That's the theme of your month, and that's another major arcana. You have the Fool and the Star card, two major arcana here, clarifying this High Priestess major arcana. So a third week message, very strong there. But you have gorgeous energy in that you have this Ten of Cups, Seven of Wands, loving that Nine of Pentacles. Gorgeous energy here. I feel like for you, that you're having some realization here, my friends. And that comes from this Hanged Man. So let's just start there, because the Hanged Man is the overarching energy. The overarching energy means your theme, okay? And so what it's really saying is August is a month of perspective. And your perspective is shifting. This is where I'm saying you're having a realization. Okay, a realization shift potentially about your future. It's like you're trying to see things in different ways, and when you see something in different ways, the things that you see, they're different. Okay, so you see something in a different way, and the different way makes you see something differently. Okay, so you know, your progress in this month might feel a little slow, a little halted, a little stilted, but that is intentional, okay? Because the universe is encouraging you to look at things differently. Instead of forcing something and not being able to break through the wall, it's time to step back and say, okay, I can't break through this wall. Maybe I can dig underneath it. Maybe I could climb over top of it if I get a ladder. Maybe I can see how far this wall goes left and right, and there's a little break in it, and I can go through that way. It's time to step back and give some thought and reflection to things. So hence the reason it feels a little bit slower, but very, very necessary for you to do that. Okay. Don't push forward. You're being asked to pause. You're being asked to observe. You're being asked to gain some wisdom from the current situation by maybe applying some new solution, some new something that you never thought of before because you didn't reflect on it before. Okay, so what seems delayed is actually being alignment. It's being a realignment for you. It's being realigned. So Scorpio, I feel like some of you are going to find yourself opening yourself up to a world of personal reflection. For some of you, it's opening up in subtle ways, okay, that you going to have perhaps a change as a result of that, because you have this Fool energy, and I love that the Fool is going into this 10 of Cups. So definitely a nice change there, or a new change there, or a new start there. But I feel like things could change for you, or everything could change for you here based on this perspective. Okay. Now, let's start. You have the Hermit. It's clarified by the 7 of Cups and the Page of Swords. So the first week begins with that introspection. You're thinking about it. The Hermit is a card where we go inward. We listen to ourselves. We say, what direction do I want to take? I'm going to follow my own guidance, but my guidance that's led by my intuitive abilities. And let's not forget that you have the High Priestess here, so that's very strong in you. Okay, that you're thinking and that you're listening to your intuition and your Hermit, and you're saying to yourself, I've been here alone on this mountain for a little while. Maybe I should listen to the advice I'm getting to come down the mountain and take some action. Okay, now you may be evaluating multiple possibilities with that 7 of Cups. Okay, so, or you're trying to determine which direction is the right direction for you. Okay, but I feel like that Hermit is shedding a light on areas of your intuition that you haven't tapped into before, or into some compassion you haven't previously tapped into. Okay, now you have the Page of Swords there as well here, okay? And so that's suggesting that you're gathering the information necessary to take the, take all of that together carefully before making any major moves. This is what you're doing with that Hermit energy. You're thinking about, what are my next steps? How can I be a little bit bolder? What information do I need? What knowledge, what learning, what choices do I need to make? And you're doing all of that and looking at things from the different perspective. Okay, so not everything is as it appears, right? So take your time. Take your time in this first week, okay? Because your internal landscape is going to undergo a transformation, and that internal listening that you're doing, okay, and you're being urged to listen more attentively. It's the whispers of your heart. The whispers of your heart are low and they're hard to hear. But if you will listen intently, you will hear them, and you can undergo this quiet transformation internally, and that changes everything. Okay? So one realization about something can make a big difference. Okay, now we get into week 2. You have the 4 of Cups. It's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Okay, now the 4 of Cups is the energy of contemplation. Okay, now for sometimes it makes you feel like you're disconnected, but in a way you have already been disconnected, in the sense that you're taking a step back, you're reflecting, you're listening to your intuitive ability. So you are in a way stepping back and being a little bit disconnected. But again, this is all necessary. All necessary. Okay. All right. So you feel like maybe you're disconnected, but maybe you're also doing it, you're in a bit more of a meditative state here. Okay. So, the blessings are coming to you through this meditative state, and things are sort of presenting themselves right in front of you, particularly with that Nine of Pentacles. That's suggesting, listen, you've accomplished more than you're giving yourself credit for, my friends. Okay. You need to give yourself a little break. Your mind is quite sharp. Okay. Cut yourself some slack. You have achieved a lot. Look into that sharp mind of yours and use that mindset and apply the strategy that's going to make you see something differently and in a different way, and then be able to act on it later, and either at the end of the month or going forward into September. Okay. So, the question I'm also hearing from my guides, they're saying, are you overlooking something because you were focused on on what's missing? Okay. um are you overlooking something else because all you're doing is focusing on whatever you think is missing? Okay. So there's something going on there for somebody. All right. Now, I also feel in this week with that Four of Cups, gratitude. Someone's doing a lot of gratitude, practicing a lot of gratitude, and gratitude becomes very important for you in this week. Okay. It is encouraging you here to reassess your priorities. It's also encouraging you to work at a pace that is both constructive and sustainable, and fits with your independent nature. Okay. So, as you're navigating things like, your financial matters, trust that your innate abilities to discern what's truly important and what, truly needs to be addressed. You're knowing that all this clarity is going to come to you, but it comes to you with patience, it comes to you with the meditation, and it comes to you with, this new strategy comes to you, and you feel like, okay, yeah, I've achieved a lot, I can achieve even more with this new shift in perspective, this new realization shift. Okay. Now we get into the third week, which is High Priestess, clarified by the Fool and the Star card. There's your three major arcana. So a beautiful week of spiritual awakening for some of you, listening to your intuitive abilities, feeling very incredibly strong because of your intuition. It is feeling very strong and making you strong. The Fool says there's a new journey calling to you. Time to take a step out there soon and just, go out there with no baggage at all, right? And just see where the journey's going to take you. Being hopeful with the Star card that you have faith in your future. Okay? Trusting your inner guidance. You don't need every answer before taking that first step. Okay? So opportunities are coming your way, new beginning with the Fool, a new opportunity to collaborate or innovate could arise, and it could arise unexpectedly. But you just have this feeling it's ready to shift for a lot of you. Even if it doesn't arrive yet, you feel the shift is right there, and you're just within reach of it, but just can't quite grab it right now. Okay. So, and any adversity, any challenges, any things that you're coming up against, allow those to inspire the solution. Your solutions are more creative, I find. Okay, instead of like doing the same old plan that you would normally do. End of the month, Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Month ends with stability. and emotional fulfillment. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of, she has sits in abundance and beautiful environment. Why? Because she took care of the details. So all of that hermit planning and choosing with that 7 of Cups and that Page of Swords, everything you did in that first week and the meditating that you did in the second week and coming up with the strategy and the solutions and giving yourself a bit of a break and not saying, hey, I've accomplished a lot. That all that hard work pays off with the Queen of Pentacles. That's why she lives in abundance. Okay, so this is where your fulfillment comes and your stability comes. Okay, you have more of a steady patience here, and that's paying off for you in ways that are very meaningful towards some great progress. Okay, you're creating something solid and something beautiful in that 10 of Cups, because 10 of Cups brings happiness and it brings contentment. It's fortune after difficulty. Okay, it's wonderful feelings of definitely having some beautiful happiness. Okay, and you are protecting what matters most for you with that 7 of Wands. You're standing firm, you're standing in your values, what you believe in, and you're building something worth defending, Scorpio. Okay, let's get you an oracle message. Okay, what additional message would you like to give, dear Scorpio, for the month of August? You have that release card. Give me a second and I'll read it to you from the book. Let's see. The presence of this card highlights the need to let go. For example, in relinquishing the comfort of old habits and attachments to goals and future outcomes. The unpredictability of the future, potential threats to our worldly identity, and our attachments to outcomes can all play a role in holding us back or keeping us blinded to more appropriate opportunities. Notice these areas in your life and use the supportive energy of this liberating card to help you face and dissolve any influences preventing you from claiming your authentic power. Yeah, use this time to look at things from a different perspective so that you can get ready to release and, change everything. All right, Scorpio, that's it for today. I hope something resonates. And don't forget to click the like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, would love to have you here as a regular member of the channel. And I will see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.